Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I want to tell you how I managed to buy two designer items from Versace and from Chloe for less than 130 euro. And I want to share my tips and some information about this, my story. And if you're looking to find something or something similar, if you're into vintage bags and clothes and accessories, or if you're not quite there yet to spend a fortune for a designer item but you want to have and you want to start your designer collection, this is a great opportunity and some knowledge that I want to share with you how I do. So if you're interested into this, please like this video and subscribe, because this is the language I understand to do more this kind of related videos and to give away my secrets. So okay, straight to business. So I got so many information and I will try to be precise, and I hope I will not forget to say something. So I will show you, first of all, I will show you my new purchases. So what I've got this Versace sunglasses. They are super cool. They are black, a bit extra with this Medusa hats, and you know, there's a kind of celebrity style, and the classic sunglasses that half of my face basically. So this is it. I bought them. And I bought a new Chloe Paddington bag. So this is the front, so in silver, and this is a size mini. So look how cute it is. I always have very classic bags, and this time I decided to go extra with the silver bag, and I think it's very good for winter as well. And as you know, I love Chloe and I'm a Chloe girl, so I just love these bags and I know a lot about them. This is a great little treat to add a Chloe Paddington iconic bag to my bags collection. So I'm really happy. So now I want to tell you my story of how I managed to do this. So first of all, since I'm a big fan of vintage and pre-loved items, I always monitor on some website. I will leave in the description box the websites where I always check it. It's Vestiaire Collective, Design Exchange, and also The Real and Depop. And this is the trusted websites that I use to check the pre-loved items. What I also did, I found vintage and second-hand stores in Milan and some outlets. So from time to time I also monitor their Instagram stores, because they're super good. They post new items or their stock in the Instagram stores with the prices, so you always need to be alert about these items and check it out. And this is basically how I do, how I monitor it, and monitoring this for more than 2 years gives me some knowledge of what it's better to invest, how much the model will cost, or if I want to resell it, can I do this, and so on and so forth. And also it gives me some knowledge to spot the fake one from the real. So let me tell you my story. First we will start with sunglasses. So what happened? It was a Saturday morning. I was checking my Instagram feed and I saw that the second-hand store, they posted the bag in their Instagram stores, and the price was amazing. The first thing first, I opened Vestiaire Collective and I checked how much this kind of bag will cost me if I want to buy it from Vestiaire, and I understood that the price is very reasonable and it's double less than on Vestiaire Collective, so I decided to go for it. And I checked that the Chloe had this model in this color, in this size, so I was like, you know, secure. There are two second-hand stores with the same name, so I was wrong and I came to the first one and the bag was in the second one. So I'm like, oh well, I will check, since I'm there, I will check the stock. And I spotted this cool Versace sunglasses and I decided to check them out and if I like them, I will go for it. So when you found something in the secondhand store, what you need to do? The first thing first, you need to check if you have an internet or mobile. You need to Google if Versace, if you can, to get more information. If Versace had this model ever, or you know, to Google some information if you have no idea about this model. So I Googled and I saw that in the new collection they have this kind of model, very, very similar in gold. So I was like, that's okay, I will go for this. I examined the sunglasses, if there's some damages or something, and I also, they're quite heavy, so it means quality, because, you know, this is it. I paid 43 euro for Versace pre-loved sunglasses, which is very little for Versace sunglasses, and it could be too much for fake plastic sunglasses. Also, I checked all the details all over, because there shouldn't be any mess with details. That's the thing that distinguishes a great brand from, you know, from other brands. They should be extremely accurate with the details. Then what I did, then I saw, examining the sunglasses, I saw that here, if you can see, they have the number, authenticity number, which was quite a safe deal for me, and I went for these sunglasses and I'm super happy. And the next one was my Chloe Paddington bag. So what have I done? Of course, you need to trust the second-hand store, because it's their reputation, their business to take authentic items on board and then sell it. But then when I came there, and I was a consumer, so it was my business on what I'm spending my money. So I took this bag, I went to the lightest corner of the store, and I started examining all the floors of the bag, the interior, exterior. So when I examined, and I was fully aware that this is a pre-loved bag, and for this price there are some flaws, and I'm gonna take them because they're minimum and it looks like in a very good condition for a Chloe authentic bag. So at this point I was like, okay, keep calm and continue examining. And here comes the moment when you are vulnerable and fragile the most, because when the person is fragile, at the happiest moment, at the highest moment, when the person too happy, and the second moment is when a person wants something so much, and I was both. I was happy that I was first, and I was less than in 1 hour there in the store, and the second I really needed this bag. So I told myself at this moment, Olga, from now on you keep calm and examine, and with all my knowledge I will authenticate this bag myself. So what I did, if you're familiar with a Chloe or any other, like it can go to any other models. So first of all, you need to find the quality. This bag feels really heavy and it feels like a good quality. The leather is tender, yet it's also, you can feel the quality of the leather. It's very pleasant to touch and it looks very solid. So the next thing I checked is the stitches all over the bag. When you pay the full price for this bag, you do not pay for messy stitches, and big brands, they do not do the mess up with stitches. So you need to be super careful and examine all over the bag. Also about this model, if you see the handles, so the stitches on the handles, they are situated like this. So this stitch go on top, and on this handle it goes on the bottom, so they are not facing each other. kind of thing. Then what you need to do is this bag, the model is very funny and it's not everyone's choice, but if you know this model, when I put it on its own weight, when it's now it's full, but when it's not full, now it's full with the dust bag, but when it's not full, it makes like a tired person pose. So when you put this bag, because it's really heavy, it makes like this kind of thing. So this is another point. Then a good then what you need to do, you need to investigate. All the logos should face you. So you can see that I have Chloe on the lock, I have Chloe on the metal clip here, so they're all facing me. The next thing you need to do, the lock, it's a good indicator because it should face like this. The Chloe the Chloe logo will be facing you, and when you take the lock, the hole of the lock should be like this. So the round part will be on top, because logistically it's correct. When if I want to open this lock, so I just do like this. You know, it's not like this. So I just do like this. So this is the thing. Then when you open the bag, I asked the sales assistant if she can help me to find their authenticity number, and she said, okay, this is it. And I was like, no, this is not, because if you're aware of designer bags, they do a leather stamp or the leather, you know, something inside of the bag where you can find the authenticity number. But it's very good that this bag has all the details, you know. It has the old style Chloe dust bag up here, so everything is correct. It feels quality as well, this bag. Then I start examining the interior, and for first I couldn't find the authenticity number, and I was like, okay, Olga, this is it. This is one point that you can be not sure about this bag. If you couldn't find authenticity number, maybe it was a vintage model and they do not do this, but it's kind of strange. But then I found it in the inside pocket, so I found the leather thing with the number. So I was like, okay, this is it, I'm taking this bag. So basically that's how I did the authenticity check myself, and I love it. I love this bag. I think it's a great find for that money that I paid, and I'm really happy that I could check it myself, and that's what you need to do. So the tip number one, if you want to buy pre-loved bag or vintage bag, you should buy it from the trusted source. I will give the links of my websites into my description box so you can check them out. This is checked and I trusted them. Also, for example, on Vestiaire Collective, you can make an offer, and it's also always I advise to be persistent, because the seller could not sell it for a year, and of course the first offer he will decline. If you ask for a very minimum price, of course the seller will decline your offer. But if you ask again in one day or in 1 week, and the seller of course is very interested to sell this bag, so you have more chance to be if you are persistent to buy this bag from the seller. So the second tip, for example, if you like something on Vestiaire Collective, for example, now I'm looking into Fendi Baguette bag. I was not sure about the price that I want to pay that for the pre-loved one. So what I did, knowing the thing that Vestiaire Collective takes 30% from the set price, I know that maybe somewhere on Depop, for example, the same bag will be 30% less, or maybe the seller will set another price. So I always make sure after Vestiaire, if I liked something, I check on Depop. But what is it good about Vestiaire Collective? That they do the authenticity check for you. And this is like a great relief, knowing that you get the true item and not a counterfeit. So if you buy from the pre-loved stores or, I don't know, second-hand stores and you come in person, please educate yourself about the item you want to buy. Do a little research if this item was in the collection, in what year it was, what peculiarities this item can have. Please educate, because this is the little thing that can save you money. The next step is just examine the bag, try to examine the stitches, examine the interior, exterior, if there's authenticity number, basically what I have showed you. Like, you can also use this knowledge to examine the bag or the item you want to buy. And my last tip is to be extremely alert about what you're buying. If you have even one doubt that it can be a fake or counterfeit, please don't buy it. And if the price is too low, please don't buy it. It can be a bit strange, and it should be something standing behind. If you have a feeling that something is wrong, I advise you to be 200% alert about buying the pre-loved bag, because who knows. And I also personally, I'm not advising to buy from eBay, although they have this authenticity check for some items. I don't know, there's so many counterfeit items there, so if you don't know anything and you just want to design a bag for, I don't know, like for little money, it can cost you in the end. And this is my tip, the last tip: please be careful and do it with a cold heart, and don't let your feelings of happiness and your I want this bag, blind you. So this is my tips. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this video and it was useful for you, and you can use these tips if you want to buy or to start the designer collection. And this is a really great opportunity, buying a pre-loved bags or vintage bags. It's a great opportunity to build up or to start the designer collection and go from the high streets to quality items, yet pre-loved, but who knows. So thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.